But you can say what you want to say in reference to the letter.
Okay.
After a long wait by members of parliament and 2 invitations that she had turned down citing health concerns, Catherine Namuye, the lady who for weeks has been blamed for the mess at the fund, appeared for what would turn out to be a hostile conversation.
We will not proceed like this. In these documents, which page is it? You table documents, you paid, it's your own signature. If you can't recall 2 things, Catherine, I think you have no business of being before us. If you can't recall 2 things.
Her long oral presentation saw the parliamentarians accusing her of evading questions. Namuye now puts to doubt the authenticity of letters submitted to the committee carrying her signature, saying she could not tell if she had ordered them.
That I am about to declare you a hostile witness. Don't take us that route. You have been asked a specific, and these members have been very kind. You have been asked a specific question.
But when the talk got stormy, she gave in. Namuye now claims she was prevailed upon by unnamed members of the Youth Fund board to make payments to Corundum Limited.
Whether there was any specific interest from the board to fast track this activity.
Were there specific board interests in the matter? I will say there were. We felt that the payments, and specifically on my part, and because this was a board agenda, it was important that the board owns the process.
Who again, within the board, held a gun over your head, forcing you to sign a letter to sign off 180 million shillings.
Namuye sought to respond in a private session, but before she could, things took an emotional turn, forcing her to take a time out.
You okay?
Yes, I'm good. Just a bit of pressure.
I didn't want to see you. Because everything...
I'll come and look for you.
Sources indicate that Board Chair Bruce Odhiambo and the Chair of the Audit Committee of the fund, Nicholas Moneki, exerted pressure on Namuye to effect the payments. Sources further say that Namuye divulged details of how a driver with the fund lost his life in October 2015 in mysterious circumstances while in Mombasa on official duty.
We have also learned, and I'm sure you're also aware, that one young Kenyan lost his life in a very mysterious circumstance. One, Mr. Mwangi, who was an employee of the fund.
The late Simon Mwangi is reported to have been in the company of senior officials of the Youth Fund, including a director, and that he feared for his life after overhearing a conversation touching on the scam. Before his death, Mwangi is said to have spoken to his wife, expressing the fears. His family demanded thorough investigations into his death at the time. Further, Namuye disclosed that a number of companies suspected to be affiliated to the board chair Bruce Odhiambo were beneficiaries of at least 32 million shillings for services not clear if they were rendered.
We'll also be having individual board members. We'll be having the officials of companies like Live Gigs. You'll see so many gigs here. Gigi Safi, Gigi Tech. You can, in your own wisdom, you can also go to the register of companies and find out whether really there's a common denominator in the name of the directorship or the ownership or whatever.
The revelations by Catherine Namuye before the committee adds a twist to the probe. But one other thing that it does, it confirms that the loot at the institution was a conspiracy between the top management of the Youth Fund and the board of directors that is chaired by Bruce Odhiambo. Sam Gituko, Citizen TV, Nairobi.